Hey there, everyone, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday on this January 23rd of 2019. I am your health and wellness coach, Carrie Donahue. And again, just a full disclaimer that I am in no way a psychologist, a fitness expert, or in any way able to legally counsel anyone or train you in any way. I am simply a coach. I'm here to show you what I know, that I have learned, that I have used, that I continue to practice today to help you along on your health and wellness journey. So today, we're just going to dive right in. Up to this point, I've talked a lot about, getting over obstacles and doing different things to sort of tackle the mentality, the things that can get in your way that can actually stop you from obtaining your health goals. And today I just want to give you, hopefully this will be even shorter, because I just want to give you two practical things to do every day that will help you stay on track. Because here we are, the 23rd day of January. A lot of people, this is 3 weeks into the new year, and a lot of people have fallen off. A lot of people have quit on their goals. A lot of people started off with a bang, doing like 10 times more than they did on January 30 or December 31st, which is hard to do, to go from, to try to go from 0 to 60 in a matter of, a week. And it's taxing, and people fall off real quick because they're not doing the right things. They're not doing the things that are going to help them sustain this for the long haul. And that's really what this is. This is a lifestyle change. You want to change little things over time so that ultimately you reach your goal. This isn't a, get healthy fast and then, oh, good, I've reached my goal. I can take a pause for years and have my health deteriorate. It's a lifestyle change. So you need to incorporate practical things into your day that are going to help you stick with this over the long haul. And aside from obviously fitness and nutrition, these are two things that I do on a daily basis, although I do them more for my business at this point than I do for my health, just because my health has become a habit. My health is second nature to me. But I know a lot of you guys are just starting on your health and fitness, or you're just starting back on your health and fitness, or for whatever reason, this health and fitness is your focus right now. Business can come later. But so this still applies to your health and fitness goals and what you're trying to work for. And so speaking of goals, okay, so you have a goal to get to a certain place. And the question I want to ask you first is, why? Why do you want to get to those goals? Why do you want, the body that you had pre-baby, which, by the way, is kind of an impossibility. I'm not going to say you're not going to look freaking amazing, but you're going to have some skin that's stretched out. You're going to have some wrinkles that you didn't have. Gray hairs are going to start to poke in because you have kids. So the idea of having a pre-baby body after babies is, well, anyways, I digress. I'm getting off topic. So what do you want? Is it really all about the abs, or is it about having the energy to run after your kids? Is it about, feeling confident in your own skin again? Is it about getting healthy to the point to where you just don't get sick as often? Is it about having that longevity? I know, because I'm surrounded by people of all ages in my family, and I look at the people who are coming down with serious illnesses pretty early in their late lives, in their 60s and 70s, versus, I have my husband's step grandmother is in her 90s. She just turned 95 this past year. So what's the difference between getting ill and potentially dying in your 60s and 70s versus being able to live into your 90s. And if you get to live into your 90s, what quality of life are you having or leading as you get into your 90s? Were you able to run around with your grandkids in your 60s and 70s, or were you already sort of hitting that decline to where it was like, no, honey, I can't get down on the floor with you and play because my knees hurt too bad because obviously the inflammation, and things like that crop up. So what is it that you really, really, really want? And it can break it down into goals. Okay. So like short-term goals. What would I want by the end of this month? What do I want by the middle of this year? What do I want by the end of this year as we come into 2020? What do I want 5 years from now? What do I want 10 years from now? And break it down into into achievable goals that you have throughout. And then short-term goals, I want you to write those every morning or right before you work out. Okay. So you've got a little notebook of some sort. Okay. I'm just going to hold up my planner, but you can just grab a little notebook or a little, pad of paper and have it right by your workout space or right nearby, whatever equipment that you're using. And you grab out that notepad every time right before you work out and you write down your goal, because by writing it down, you're putting it at the forefront of your mind. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to, so I think I actually already said this. I really want you to flesh out why. Why is this your goal? To be able to run around with your kids? Why do you want to have health that lasts well into your 90s? Why do you want to have fewer illnesses? Why? So that's going to be more of a very deep thing. Okay. And here's the tough part. You're going to come up with probably some very surface answers. Why do I want to have my best health? Because being sick sucks. That would be a surface answer. It does suck. Absolutely. It's not going to necessarily, when I feel tired in the morning, it's not necessarily going to make me get out of bed. Okay. Does that make sense? Your why needs to be that thing that when you think of your why, when you read your why, because you're going to write it down, when you read your why, you're like, I absolutely, like the conviction is there. I absolutely will not give up on myself because this is too important. Okay. So my goal by the end of the year, let's just use an example. My goal by the end of the year is to have lost 50 pounds. It's achievable, right? An achievable goal to lose 50 pounds. Your why is going to be something like, because that girl that I was before, even a month ago, let's just say your journey started a month ago and you've already lost 5 pounds and your goal is to lose 50 more. Because that girl that I was 5 pounds ago, when I really started this, when I really hit rock bottom and said, I commit to this, but now the committing is tough. That girl that I was, I had lost the light in her eyes. That girl was so sad. That girl was literally living on a breath and a prayer at that point and just saying, this is the last opportunity I have, and I cannot go back to that girl. That's going to be that why, that when you wake up in the morning or when you feel like just giving up on your workout because the day's been tough and now it's 8:00 at night and you still haven't gotten it done, when you look at that why, because you're going to write it down, when you look at that why speaks to you. That why maybe even makes you cry. That why is going to punch you in the gut and say, you absolutely will do this, because you absolutely will not go back to the person you were, or you absolutely deserve what you're looking for in this life. It's not, and at that point, it's not a goal. It's not, I want to lose 10 pounds by the end of this month. I want to start to see my abs. I want to be able to lift, curl 10 pounds. I want to be able to do 2 push-ups in a row on my toes. Whatever that goal is, your why is because I was a little girl and I had always dreamed of just being this strong, vivacious woman, and I won't let that girl down. Or my kids, I see in their eyes this sadness, and I don't want to be that mom anymore. I want to be that mom that they look to and they're excited because they know they can say, Mom, let's go play. And I can go do that. Or whatever it is, whatever that why is, you're going to write that down. Bonus points for writing it down every day as soon as you get done writing down your short-term goals. But you're going to write that down so that, hopefully what you do is you grab a notebook, you write down your goals and your why on the first page. The next day you write down your goals and you look back and you read your why, or you write down your why. Take a couple extra minutes. Write down your goals the third day, look back at your why, so on and so forth. So you're constantly reminded anytime that you feel like you want to quit, anytime that you doubt your ability to do something, anytime that you just aren't sure because you're going to forget, aren't sure if this is really worth it. You're going to look back at that why and you're going to say, oh my goodness, yes, this is absolutely worth it. Because if it wasn't worth it, I wouldn't have signed up in the first place. If it wasn't worth it, I wouldn't have started in the first place. I started because there was something that was so incredibly worth it. My why was so powerful to get me to start. And I just need to remind myself of the why I'm doing this, so that I don't give up, so that I don't quit. Okay? So 2 practical tips that I want you to do every day. I want you to make sure you flesh out your goals monthly, 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. What are your goals? What are your health and fitness goals for those things? Okay. And then write down at least the monthly goal every day, every time right before you work out, or every time first thing in the morning. And every day at least look at or write down your why, so that you're constantly reminded that this is worth it, that you are worth it, that this is the right path to be on. Because this, like I said, this is about a lifetime, people. This is about forever. This is about living your best and healthiest life for the rest of your life. And it should be a long and fruitful and wonderful and just amazing life. Okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Wellness Wednesday. I hope this helped you in some way. Believe me, this is not something that just I do. All of the most successful people in the world do it. They do it actually exponentially larger than that, and include lots more things, but this will get you started. This will help you. Those 2 things will help you keep going and not quit. Okay? Have a great, great, great Wellness Wednesday, and I will see you guys next time.